1, go!
Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic in the world. The first couple of games were good, and then when the series transitioned to 3D, everything just started going downhill. Maybe the drive was lost after Sega stopped producing hardware, but when a new game in the series gets released, I usually shudder knowing that fans of the series, rabid fans of the series, will continue in massive numbers buying the mediocre games getting released today, instead of buying quality platformers like Super Mario 3D Land or Rayman Origins. With that being said, I can be pleasantly surprised, and I was with this game today. This is Sonic Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Sonic Advance 2 feels like a very old-school Sonic experience. Each zone is made up of a few different stages, and you have a choice of a few different characters besides Sonic to play with, such as Tails or Knuckles. Each stage ends with a fight against Eggman, or Robotnik, or Teddy Roosevelt, or whatever you want to call him, and then you move on to the next stage. The game is a very quick pace that somehow got lost in most of the newer games. There isn't really any plot in Sonic Advance 2. The game really chooses to just be a throwback for fans of the first few games, and while I might accuse the series of being stuck in the past for doing this, it's not a bad thing when the first few games were so superior, as is the case with Sonic. Gameplay will feel familiar to fans of the earlier games as well. The D-pad moves Sonic, and you can use your spin attack with the A button. Each level only lasts a few minutes, although this actually isn't a bad thing, as it is mostly due to the incredible speed of the game. The controls are incredibly smooth, much more so than the horrific Sonic the Hedgehog port to the Game Boy Advance. Level design is also considerably better than most Sonic games, with tons of different options to reach the end of a level. Getting bounced around and sent through pipes at incredible speeds is much more common than I expected, and that's a very good thing in a game like this. The one thing about Sonic Advance 2 that might push some players away, though, is the difficulty. It actually isn't a constant difficulty, it seems. Most of the platforming stages are fairly simple and straightforward, but boss battles against Eggman can be brutal. This is mostly due to the jumping being a tiny bit stiff, so make sure you have some extra lives for these. The cannon battle is especially frustrating, as the game gives you almost no time to react or predict where and when he'll shoot you. Visually, Sonic Advance 2 is one of the better looking games on the Game Boy Advance. Sprites all look excellent, colors are bright and vibrant, and fast moving doesn't lead to any blur or lagging. Music is also very good, although it isn't as memorable as the Mario series, and that's never changing. The sound I heard the most, though, was rings falling to the ground. I'm really bad at this. I really wish that Sonic games would go back to what made them so great in the first place. Not just the 2D style, but the quick and carefree nature. This is a series that was considered among the best at one time, but now it's the target of a lot of jokes. However, if you want to remember why Sonic used to be so awesome, give Sonic Advance 2 a try.